EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare that connections to an NFL game, and who's in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Oh, 360. And he'll be taken down, but not before they break it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. That one for 10 yards. And that'll bring up the second in just about a few inches here. He's the reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go and get the football first in each and every situation.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
That second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for the defense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you like, stay with what you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they're going to do.
He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it'll be 2nd down.
And giving him a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Open down the middle of the field. He's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick runs up opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll give it here to the running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4 and bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll take it into the end zone. A great play there. Good touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Makes the score. Ravens 7. Bengals 7. Set down a kick that's away and fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. 5-yard line. Point. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry here for Joe Mixon, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Fake to Mixon, and now look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Now he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A third down gain of 3 yards, so that'll be enough.
And the Bengals first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. They got position on it, and he pulls it in. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Nice job there utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Defensively, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they have that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. Give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They go back to the ground now on Mixon. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers and freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is. Here on third. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going down the field. He'll line up for the defensive pass home, but it also brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on his Corey Burke has to pull. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a fair catch call for him made just outside the 15-yard line. Pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the Ravens will take over. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice run to get this home over the 20-yard line. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
3rd and 4.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Bengals nothing.
look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
Yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 5-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves on 3rd down.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Plays and out. It's 4th down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. The 20. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The kick is good.
And this one through the uprights and good.
The game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
At the 28-yard
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
and 7.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Number 22.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Mixon with a first down carry. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
3rd down.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. From midfield now, Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
He finds his running back, Mixon. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and dropped shy of the 45. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a Bengal first.
And the Bengal first down.
They'll run on 1st down. Nixon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Take over.
First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
2nd and 11. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 43 yards.
1st and 10 at the 10.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and going to give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
4th down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Now the Ravens bring out the field goal unit here. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. Once again, they run with Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Dancing to his left. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown.
John Ross, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On play action, they'll throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 42.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the penalty. It's Mixon. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Bengals 21, Ravens 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Second and 9 now from the 21. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man here, Sims complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Baltimore 1st down.
He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
9-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And that is not a sight they want to see. Joe Mixon very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Turner, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. The shotgun, it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert. Back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. He'll look to throw, and they don't get it. It's incomplete. They got the touchdown, could not, however, get the 2-point conversion to cap it, and they're still down by a pair. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll conserve whatever time he can as they'll opt to bring it out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Bengals, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get another road.